Generic greetings and welcome to Town to City. Today's beverages, a nice relaxing cup of chamomile tea. So welcome to Town to City. This is billed as a creative and relaxing city builder set in the 19th century Mediterranean, where essentially we have to, well, build a little town up to a city, and that means placing roads, placing buildings, looking after the citizens' needs. There's certain quests in the game, and there's also a big sort of free-form element when it comes to decoration, which is a bit of a double-edged sword depending on your persuasion, but more on that later. Either way, I have played and displayed this before in its demo form, and I thought it was excellent, truth be told. I really enjoyed my time with it. This is not the full version, but it is the released commercial version because it's a 0.1 early access. Again, links will be in the description for the store page. You can check out the roadmap. As far as I can tell, it's got ways to go, but from my limited experience, which is only about 2.5 hours on the game, it's very playable at this stage. But let's just see how we get on. So I've got loaded into the campaign. There is a sandbox mode, but I've personally not tried it. This is the sort of first map that you are on, and easily it is not a small map. You can see this is the edge of the map here, and if I spin round, you can see the size of it. So that's where you start, and all the way we have these white cliffs. That's the area you can build on. Now, obviously, I haven't got that far. In fact, I've barely even built around here before, but yeah, let's just see how we get on. So we do have a little bit of a tutorial to follow, and we'll do that now. So build 3 houses, connect the houses to the station with a road. Okay, so what I like to do, and from experience, is we're going to build a road, and it's telling us you can choose the road type. So we've got bricks and we've got plazas, sand, dirt. You can choose your brush size. So the games went with a very open approach to road building. So instead of just having like, well, naturally it's not going to have like single carriageways, dual carriageways, that sort of thing, but it allows you just to change brush size, whether you want line tool or a freeform tool. You can raise it. So if I just want to go and make a road like that, then you can. Or if you want to just delete that little section there, and it's all like it's in this voxel world, which is absolutely beautiful, I must confess. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a bit of a road around, and this is going from my experience of the demo and off this one here. And what tends to happen is you want people around the river. Well, basically some people have certain requests, and one of those type of citizens, they want to be around a river. So I'm going to basically make it, that's not what I wanted to do. But again, we can just quickly remove that and then start again. And yeah, the idea is that you can draw free-formly how you want, and I'm just making it so that we have, say, a road around here that will allow us to connect things up for the people that turn up eventually. So planning a little bit ahead, and obviously this is what a lot of city builders are like. It's about iteration. Again, more on that later when it comes to redoing things. And you know what I might do? I might actually make like a little sort of bit here where it goes, and I'll sort of fill it in like so, and make like a sort of round plaza type thing. That's about a roundish. It's good enough for government work anyway. And then we'll go like that. And I've invented the first 19th century roundabout. Who would have knew? Anyway, we need some houses. That's what I was going to do. Oh, actually, no, wait. What I'll do is I will bring this tool, and I'm just going to bring it up to the mountain like so. Right, so simple enough done. You know, your standard procedure here. So I'm going to go over to houses, and we've got our standard townsfolk house. You can change the colour of it, but I tend to go with randomise. Again, the game gives you a lot of options for how you want to play it. So again, depending on your persuasion, you might like to micromanage every little bit, in which case this game's got your back. You can place, well, you'll see decorations pretty much anywhere. But if you just want to go, I don't really care what the colour is, just make it nice for me, then you can do that. That's how I'm feeling today, so let's just rotate this round. You can press R to have it not snap to the road. So snap to path is, I'm pressing R, but it's actually not doing it. So it's making a liar out of me. Okay, that's fun. Let me see if I can drop the tool and try that again. Yeah, it is not doing it at all. Okay, right, I will struggle on. So let's just rotate this round, and we're going to place it like so. And then these are going to go basically in like a line here. And as they build, you can see we get these lovely animation of these cranes popping up, and yeah, all of the scaffold going up and all working. And then there you go. What's the Command and Conquer? Building completed, whatever. Construction complete, that's it, construction complete. And then I have to connect to the road network, which I'll do like so. And there it is. So that's a simple enough job. but it is now done. But you can see the options I had in terms of placement and where they were. This is a little offset back there, but no matter. There is day-night cycle, by the way, so you might be able to tell it is getting a bit dark. But we have a train coming along, and it's going to drop off some new people. And you call them citizens or settlers or you know homesteaders, whatever. Your mileage may vary, terms and conditions apply. And there is our new family. So, we could also use the term family, which is I think what the game actually calls it anyway. First family has arrived. Click on their icon and give them a home. So, we click on them, and then it says, where do they want to go? So, these are flashing, and this is the Dermont family, and I'll say, go there. So, that's now been added, and we then click on the house, and tells you all about the family. So, warm, beautiful house is the main way to increase a resident's happiness, but it currently does not provide much. Let's change that by giving residents access to food buildings. Spoil sport. So, market stalls. We are in the food thing here, and I'm going to place the market stalls probably here, maybe, because they'll cover all the way around eventually. So yeah, I'm going to place them on the sort of roundabout there. So that was a poultry stall, and then we're going to go for cheese stall. Not in the mood for cheese. Someone might get the reference. And yeah, there's the family moving in. And these, as far as I can tell, are all simulated, so you can click on them. So there's Daniel Dermont, and they've got, status of unemployed, they are married, happiness, and their needs, etc. But at the moment, needs are not being met because, well, basically, I haven't assigned anyone to them. So click on the market stall. There we go, and we add a worker to that. So that's going to start basically producing things. However, we haven't actually got anything to send to it, so we will then build a warehouse. Now, in my experience, you want to have the warehouse as close as possible to those things, and sitting in the back there, that goes in beautifully. So we're going to do that, and I'm also going to assign another townsfolk to that there. This other person wants a home, so we'll send them over there. Who is that? That's Balden. There you go. Close that up, and we've got another person come along and add a worker to that. So what's going to happen now, it shows you the direction of travel for your logistics essentially. So all the supplies are going to come off here, going to go over to the warehouse, and then from the warehouse to the stalls. So the warehouse needs more workers to cover all connected shops. No, it does not. I've already done it. Click on the house. There we go. Access to multiple different shops greatly increases the happiness for its residents. House earns you more daily income with each shop connection. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, capitalism. Each house, shop, and warehouse has a decoration score. This score makes people who live or work in the building happier. And this is where we get onto the micromanagement part of it, which again, your mileage may vary on this one and depends on how you're feeling at the day. So, for example, we've got street lighting. So if you want to put street lighting, you put it there. So I want to put street lighting in between all of the houses like that, and then light them up. So there you go. Very, very simple. Very, very easy to do. You put them there like that. If you want to say you know what, I'm going to put a bench there. I'm going to put a couple of benches just outside here, just for people to chill out. And just click and hold, spin it around, and you've got lots of options for your decoration. You've got fences. So let's just say this guy is going to fence off their sort of garden bit here. And again, you can see just how freeform this tool is. And there you go. Nice little fence. You know what? Maybe we've got a tree in there. Yeah, simple as that. But because of that, their overall decoration points will go up because these have an area of effect. Yeah? Okay, I think that's fairly understood. Hopefully, close that down. Next. Hover over the happiness percentage to view the happiness breakdown. So, it is, 79% happiness. People only arrive at the station if the total average happiness is 60% or above. Percentages in yellow and red should be improved to increase the average happiness efficiently. Okay. Done. Have a total of 60% happiness or higher. Done. Have 5 houses in your town. Not done. And assign 5 families to the town. Let's do that. Okay, so draw roads. The road's going to go along here. What I'm going to do preemptively, I don't think I can fit a house in there. I will try. Yeah, that's not going in. If I can just turn off the snapping through the roads and we'll spin it round, I can fit it in. Okay, that's very, very close. But what I don't like is its proximity to the its proximity to the rail line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a bit of a wall to there, and there we go. So that just stops, people getting hit by a train. Well, potentially anyway. Let's put that there, and then I'm going to go for this one, snap to the road, and we're just going to make this come along. Obviously this is going to be a little bit more all over the place just because of the way the road is, but that's not going in. I will assign 2 more families to that one, and family all added. A bit more decoration here and street lighting. So as I said, it's really up to you how you want to decorate these things. You could spend, I genuinely think, hours decorating the street, and I'm sure people will, and I'm sure that those people that do will be rewarded by just how good it'll probably look. You can just spam it if you want, and we will be, I guarantee I will be doing probably that later on, but that's a whole different thing, because it depends on when you get certain decorations and how you can do it. So a high population density increases the residents' overall happiness. Make sure parks and open spaces are researched. Connect our buildings. Let's build a research centre is what it's telling me. So there's the research centre, and I'm going to place it, I think I'm going to place it out of the way over here, because why not? So over to demolish building, and I'm going to remove these bits here. That rock there you can't demolish yet. You can later on though, but at current technology level we can't. We haven't developed that. So this here, this is going to have, what brush size are we currently on? Current brush size 7. What I would like is a reset button, or maybe like presets, so you can make a preset for the roads, or make a preset, for example, for like a pathway, which I find 4 is about right. So like this pathway is just going to come along like that and connect to the road. So, you know, not a huge like thing, but yeah, let's go back to 7. There we go, and job done. Add a worker to the research centre and research a new building. So let's go research. And a fish stall. So you have 16 out of 50 residents required to upgrade your city. This will unlock new features in the building research menu. Your goal is to build to a bustling city. Any problems, open the encyclopedia. That's pretty much where it stops holding your hand, although we do have to obviously continue cracking on and build and such. Let's go with a fish stall, which is going to go in here, and I'm going to assign another person to that. So there we go. I'm also going to get in maybe more people in labouring in the research centre. You might as well. So have been at least 60%, have a population of 50 or higher, upgrade the city to the next stage. That's our overall goal at this stage, so we'll hopefully follow up on that one. There's another person which you can assign to there. At the moment, we're not getting any family members that have demands, but we will get them later on. So some of them might say, I really want to be near water, I really want to be near a cliff, I don't know why, but that's not for us to judge. Things like that. So they might say, yeah, I really want to be near a tailor or a shoe shop, or actually I need to be forest. I just need to be away from people because people are horrible. And it's like, fair point, well made. So yeah, anyway, over to here. And we're going to go with fencing, and that's the tutorial telling me how to use a fence, but I've already showed you how to do that, so we'll not repeat that. I'm not going to go over all ground, and let's go to about there, because if I do that, I can then put in a sort of little archway. Can I rotate that? I can, and I should have probably put it in first, but I think that works. Do you? Yeah, that's now in, and then we'll have a slide in there. And goes in quite nicely. There you go. And I don't think we need a street light on there, but I'll put one on the end to there. Good. Another person. This building has variations. What was that on this? No? Was it that then? I don't know which one it was on about. How curious. Anyway, this person, we'll assign them to there. Done. A family added. Okay, where do I want to add people now? Where can I add people now? So we'll remove that little bit there. I'm tempted to follow this going across here. Actually, do you know what I'll do? I will go to this one. I'll say randomize. I will turn off snap to the path. And then I'm just going to put it so that the back of the house is aligned near, say, the cliff at the back. Maybe rotate it that. No, that'll be fine there. That one right to there. And then eventually the residents go, hey, I really want to be near cliffs, and I've already assigned them to. Assign people to here. I don't know if you can unassign people to building. Like to I don't know if you can move people. I don't know if they can move house. I'm not too sure. But this is going to go along, and eventually I'll connect it up to that bit. So here we go. We've already got someone here who wants to be near some woodland. So we don't really have any woodland. So you can tell them to go away, which I will dismiss them for now, just for the sake of ease. There's another family added, but now there's more demand on our labour pool, so we'll put more in there. We can research a new item, which is I'm going to go with, so the vegetable stalls are fruit stalls, so I'm going to go with decorate buildings, and the reason for that is I think this is quite a large part of the game. So for example, we've got these buildings in here, and you've seen me put in things like very simple stuff, like I'll put in street lights in there and street lights in there, and you know, that's all right. I'm gonna miss this one out because that looks like a prime candidate for a little archway, which will go in there, and that's all okay. I will put a street light out there. And why does it matter about what I've just picked up? Well, previously, if I was trying to place anything on the buildings, it doesn't work. But now that I've unlocked that, I can literally place things almost wherever I want. So I can have little window boxes, like that. I can have them on the side there, so nice little alleyway full of hanging baskets. Put them on the sides, on the fronts, put them on the roof, if you want. And that also accounts for things like benches. I can put a bench in the corner, if I wanted to. Spin it around, looks good there. Like that. And all of this will affect the overall decoration of the area. So yeah, see, work decoration is not good. Work decoration would be things like over here. So this decoration. So we will put some street lighting in, like that. Valid location. Put one in the corner there. Yep. And then I think you can also place these on here. So a couple of like hanging baskets. Potted plants. You get the idea. And the more you play, obviously you can see there's loads already, and this is early access. Look at the amount of stuff that is in there. Actually, to be fair, I don't know whether all that is actually in, but it certainly is planned. Anyway, let's assign these people to their new homes. And I think I will go with I'm going to go with the fruit stall or vegetable stall. I'm going to go with fruit stall. And the fruit stall will again just go, you know, around here. I'm going to turn that to snap to the road, and that'll get built. And we do need some more housing, which I think I will put along here. So let's see how we get on with this one. I think we'll struggle a little bit. Oh no, it's the game is allowing me to place that there. And maybe one there, and then this road is going to peel round and then go to there. I think I have messed it up a little bit on that corner. So again, Voxel freeform tools here. We need to remove that bit. And then I can have this come around like so. I might be able to fit, if I'm careful, 2 more in. Too expensive, but I can do it once we've got some money. So there's more people assigned to that. So we're on 79% for our total population happiness, which is good. I think it's a work decoration that's a bit of a negative one. I obviously have to decorate this thing. Oh, we have enough money for that last home, which goes there. And this is just something, you know, that I'm not really planning it for. I'm just building it. Oh, so this person here really wants somewhere that's light. Well, I'll put them on the corner there, because why would I not? This person doesn't want any particular thing, so they can go there. I mean, obviously, I haven't even placed the lighting decorations on this side yet, so we'll do just that. Oh, yeah, so you can even place we can even have the street lights on this side, not street lights, they're just lighting on the side of the building like that. Just makes things a little bit different, doesn't it? These ones I will continue on with that one. Might be able to get an archway in there. I think that'll do for now. And maybe a big archway here. Big archway maybe? So the big archway there. Right. Then we'll go with a tall wooden fence. Like that. And then from this one, similar thing, tall wooden fence. It won't allow me to go any further than that for some reason. It's strange. We'll try that again from here. Is it a money thing? Yeah, it's a money thing. I'm literally out of money. This person doesn't want any particular area, so we'll put them there. This person wants something with trees. It's +9 there, but I can place them there, and not a problem. Just place some trees in the back garden. Yeah, and that'll sort that out. How are we doing? 4450 citizens. Let's go with the vegetable stall. I hope I can get a fountain to go in the middle. That'd be really good if I get a fountain. Right, vegetable stall is commerce. Vegetables. I'll place it on. Do I place it on this side? No, I think I'm going to continue. Oh, I could put it on this side, couldn't I? I don't see why not. There's no real reason. Too expensive. 45 generic units of currency. I've got 24 receiving 408 per day, maybe? I'm not sure. But the more people we get, the happier they are. More money, etc. So, in the come. So you can go there. This person wants to be near flowers. So, plus 20% there. They'll love that. Oh, and there we go. You can upgrade the town to the next stage. Click the green button to upgrade. I'm not going to do that just yet. I want to finish off with what I was doing. So that can go there. What was it? Oh, yes, it was finishing off the fencing and such. Let me just add more people to that. And we're going to say decoration. Large fence, wasn't it? So from there. Sorry, didn't get it in line. There, yes. It really doesn't like going in. It really doesn't like going in a straight line, this thing, does it? Hang on. Am I missing a trick here? Maybe I need to just rotate it a little bit. Maybe it's just the distance. Yeah, just this one for some reason doesn't like doing what I want it to do. The small one I've had no problem with, but this one, I think it's because I've got it so close to that. Maybe if I leave a little bit of a gap. No, maybe it's the height map of the game. Could be the height map. So he doesn't even like going up this bit. He really doesn't like going up this bit. But I need to finish it off now. Good enough. Right. And this is just going to be a bit of a forest, really. No, it's not. Not money. What's happening here? Not enough warehouse workers. Okay, got ya. Again, early access, but the game, it tells us what we need. Yeah. Okay. The reason I'm not leveling up to the next stage is I'd like to get more research points to unlock things like... Well, greater reach would be good if we're building around here, but truth be told, do I need it? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm going to leave this open. That's just a case of we'll fill that in with something once we are there. Right, let's level up from a dwelling to... Would that be a hamlet? So, train station gets bigger. We fire fireworks. We set fire to the forest. Everything burns down. Game over. I shouldn't have turned on the permadeath mode, I guess. So, everyone seems to be fairly happy there. Upgraded to stage 2. Apparel. New need unlocked. Research menu expanded to tier 2. Great. So, Elena Farquhar. Mayor, could I talk to you for a moment? Okay. Elena, we're all excited about the potential for our town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything's going well. Some of the new arrivals are experiencing issues. I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox that will know how to reach you if we ever have any requests in our little town. So we have a mayoral home, which I will build, and obviously I want to build it away from the citizens of the place, but we don't have enough money, so I guess we'll end that chat there. Yeah, so we'll get on with that in but a moment. So we need to go to, I think it'll be 100. Will it be 100? 120 townsfolk to get the next one. So here is the next tier. So we do have clothing store. I know from experience that that's the thing that they're going to ask for, because the needs even popped up and said apparel. Yes. So we're going to have to unlock a clothing store, but you do get a sort of quest essentially to do it. You've got butchers, warehouses. You've got obviously stuff from the previous ones we haven't unlocked. A big game changer in my mind is the second floor housing. It's 300 to unlock, and it's quite expensive to do. But once you do place it, it's pretty good because it essentially basically says, yeah, add another story, you can add another home on it. So, you know, multiple occupancy basically. Yeah. And we still haven't built anywhere around here. We can get probably some townsfolk residences there. You got a lot of things, all these are locked. And I don't know whether late game it goes from people walking to horse and carts, and whether the horse and carts or anything like that, or whatever mode of transport, need a certain size of pathing. I have no idea on that, I'm afraid. I can't tell you on that. But as you can see, it's dark, and obviously all the street lighting has come on, apart from the ones around here because it doesn't exist, so we will place it. And there we go. You can research a new item. Yes, I know I can, and it would be butchers. So I'm going to wait for the clothing store. Actually, I'm going to wait for the mayoral home. Is there time controls? Yes, there is. So we'll speed up to max speed, just watching on the bottom right there for it to hit 200, and then we can go for a mayoral home, which is going to go in here. And naturally, we'll go down a couple of brush sizes, maybe one more brush size down, and then this is going to be our pathway to our house. And then obviously we'll have to spend some time and money in walling this off, because we don't want anyone just coming in. I think I made that joke during the demo. Putting in like a big wood arch. Yeah, I think I put in like a big wood arch here and just sealed it all off. And I might do just that. Obviously it increases decoration, so it's not a complete waste of time for anyone. But there you go, so there's the big wood arch. And we could go with a big stone wall. Tall fence. So just like fence off this place. We could do. There you go. Fenced off. Done. Right. Here for the mayor. So, amazing, your house looks great. I'm sure the first requests will start coming in soon. We're thrilled to have such an involved mayor in the town. Don't worry if it takes a while to address any of our requests. We're patient townsfolk. Yeah, they say that now. So, we've got a person that wants in forests, so guess what? We were building forests around here, so there they can go. And another person that wants to go, well, anywhere. So we do have more people to assign. So we'll do all of that. That's now done. And if any unemployed residents in the town, try adding researchers to there. Yeah, there we go, we maxed it out completely. Tall wooden fencing, hang on. Whoa! There was a bit of a micro stutter there, and then when it came out of that, I was doing the Inception roll. Right. Let's go with from here over to there, and then to there. But you can see just how freeform yet powerful the tools are, which is something I do appreciate. A new request. So, Roxanne. Don't sing the words. Hello, Mayor. When I moved here, I didn't realise I would have to survive without my favourite tailor. I fear I'm getting desperately out of fashion. Would you be able to build a clothing boutique in our little town and make sure they sell red clothes, dear? I hear that's the latest trend in the big city. Okay, they obviously have priorities in mind. Clothing store and set clothing colours. So we've already got that now done. So pretty good. Let's go to commerce and now to apparel. And I guess I could start placing this in and around here. Maybe not. I could have this commerce. I think I can have the commerce over there. If I was to delete that, I reckon I can get the clothing store in there. It feels like I should be able to fit that in. But no. No, maybe not. Okay. It's a bit of a shame. I don't really like to take up room. I mean, I don't think a house would fit in here anyway, so we'll place that there. No, it won't. It's 225. Okay. There's another person who really wants somewhere that's light, so we'll go here. Family now added. And, oh, they're not happy. Why are they not happy? Population density. Okay, yeah, I'm basically making a terrace street. Okay, I understand. Fair enough. You know, yeah, you have a bit of a point well made. This person wants to be near flowers, but no available houses. So, what do I want to do here? Well, I could build over here. That will probably work. I'm probably just going to go with a bit of a freeform road to the end, and just put a couple of houses in. I'm well aware though that this is going to cost, and there's going to be open areas. But if I'm messing up the population density, then that's something obviously we have to look at. So let's see. You can see on the top left it shows you the people waiting, the families waiting, and what their desires are. So for this house, it's not great, but we are going to put a bit of a street light in. So put it on the corner, and then they want flowers, do they? So we'll put some nice hanging baskets. Again, it's on randomised. So there we go. And if they don't like that, well, then they can go elsewhere. There you go, job done. And then again, is that population density? Yeah. All right. Well, we've got another house anyway. I'm going to work on... what I'm going to work on? I'm going to work on probably greater reach. So if I click on this, you can see it reaches to here, but not all the way around here. So they can't get access to fish. However, if I go greater reach, that changes things, doesn't it? So we will increase the townsfolk there, increase the townsfolk there. This person wants to be near a cliff. Ah, right. Well, I can manage that, no problem whatsoever. Let me just delete some of these trees. And like in the UK, we'll probably name the street after the type of forest we've destroyed, or the type of environment or nature that no longer is there. Click that in there. Where do you live? I live in Goldfinch Close. Got any goldfinches? I've never seen one there. Anyway, so we're going to go with maybe the clothing store. Yes. No, not enough money. Okay. And obviously we've not built over this side as well. But building around there, it might become a bit of an issue. Or is it? Oh no, that's fine. I think I'm going to start building around this area. I know there can be population density issues. I know all of that, but yeah, we'll see. Probably build a couple of ones around here and then put like another road that goes around the back. Another person there. You know what? No, I'm going to wait. I've got this goal, which I need to build a clothing store. I've already unlocked the ability to select the colour, so I can get that done, and you get paid once you do it as well. So it is 255, there we are, and then clothing is going to go there, and I'm also going to go here, and decoration trees and bushes, flower plants and decorations, second floor housing. I'm very tempted with the Fountain of Seasons, but you need townsfolk 80% happiness, and we're just off. So we'll set some labourers to that one, and then we'll also go colour, and it is red. And there we go. Hopefully they're happy. Roxanne, 1,000 thanks, Mayor. Even those big city folks would be envious of my beautiful garments. You still look the same to me, or you look stunning. Let's go with maybe... Not everyone will find the bottom charming, but we'll go old school. And you're handing out compliments today. Hopefully. 125, generic units of currency received. Okay. So... housing, right, so this can be either mayoral house, so they've got a very posh estate around here, and they want to be wants to be far away from neighbours. I'm going to say no, sorry, we're going to dismiss them. The other guys, we can say go there, and we now have another request. I don't want to play hide and seek. Don't like any more? Of course I do, but there's no pretty flowers. I want to hide in bushes with flowers. What's that do with hide and seek? I just want to. Okay. So we can set an area to complete the quest. So I'm going to place it there because we were going to do something around here, and that means we'll go with got flower bushes. So I'm just going to span them around. I say you can spend as much time as you want, and it says plant bushes, but I haven't got them unlocked. I don't think trees and bushes I have now, and then we go for bush. Is there a big? Yeah, there's a big one. And there we go. That one's completed. Easily done. So, Flavy, hide and seek, great. Now with these flower bushes, I want to play Rudolph. Still don't know what this has to do with hide and seek. Some people simply like flowers, or go play hide little ones. Yeah, some people simply like flowers. Thanks. 100 generic units of currency. Good. So, another house over here. I think I'm going to go with 4. And then what I'll do is I'll go with the road. It's going to go along here. Knowing that I'm going to probably curve it round over here. This person wants to live near trees, which currently we don't have. Okay, the problem with that is... you know what I could do, actually? I could build a couple around here. one there and one there, and put trees in the back garden. It obviously depends on how you want to play the game. You might just decide, I'm just going to send them away. You know, go away, don't care. Large tree, large tree. This is set to randomise. But there you go. Now that should be good enough for this family. Only +4, that does surprise me. But I can add more as we progress on. Medium trees. But nice if there was an option for random rotation. There you go. More people. More people. We're on 82% for population happiness. Apparel's only 5%. It does meet most people's, demand, I think. Close that down. Eventually shoes will be unlocked as well, so I'll have to deal with that. Because obviously people are walking around barefoot at the moment. Let's just place in some of this stuff. It is very easy, I find, to forget about some of the decoration, and then you look around and you go, oh darn it, I forgot to decorate the I've got to decorate the house. Let me go ahead and do that. But I tend to find just basically clicking and randomizing, it produces a decent effect. But again, it's all up to how you want to approach this. I mean, if you want to have the seat facing the other way, you can do that. That's completely up to you. There's a small wooden bench. You can just go in that corner there. Is there anything else I can put there? Like a nice plant? There is. Just in that corner. You can see there is massive depth of field on that one. Right. Where are we at for monies? Okay, I think. 149. Enough to build that. And then probably finish off the wooded area. Like this. Put a couple of small trees in there. I think the guys want variation in the trees rather than you just spamming the same one, but not 100% sure. That arch is too big. That arch is probably too small. It'll probably do. You've committed a lot of research points. Yes, I have. Okay. What will I get that now? A shoemaker? I'll get a shoemaker. I'll get flower, plants and decorations. I think it maxes out on, 400. So we've got someone who wants to be near food. Food shops nearby. Sorry, I'll dismiss the family. Person wants flowers. I'll go over here because that's 12%. And I've not yet even put in like these extra window boxes and such. Now you can see potentially, and I do stress potentially, a problem in that, like a lot of city builders and like real life cities, it is an iterative process. It goes from one thing to another, and it has to chop and change based on the needs of the place, basically. So you might build all of this, and we've got all these people wandering around, which are all simulated and such. But then we've expanded a bit too much, and there's not the need. We might need to demolish some of these houses to put in a big shop there or something. So it's about going back and changing it. And some people really enjoy that process. Some people, not so much. There you go. It's just part of the territory, I think. In this little thoroughfare here, it feels like we should have something. I like the idea of maybe, like a nice little flower, like a flower garden across there. That's okay. We haven't even got a well. Should we place a town well in the middle? There you go. And this person, you can go over there. And we now have a new demand. Every time the neighbourhood looks the same, they're leafy. How about we plant a bunch of pine trees? They want pines. Right. So we need to set an area for pine trees. I'm going to say here. And knowing that we're going to have houses on the back, I'll do that now. I'm going to have a little bit of I'm going to change it a little bit so we have like essentially a garden between these two guys. I think I'll have maybe one more there. But that's fine. That's all I needed to do before I can go along. And then up. And then I probably don't need to go much further. Actually, I'll curve this round to there. Demolish this little bit here. And that bit. And on this corner. Whoops. That'll do. So I need to put in the pine trees in and around here. So there's the pines. Good grief, they're big pines. Okay. Oh, pine. Are those going in? Oh yeah, it is saying plant pine trees. I might be able to fit them in the back garden. Not that one, you understand. And there's no reason why I can't delete these after the fact, by the way. I got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm stuck. I can't go any further. And it's like, wait, you can actually delete them. Maybe a small archway there. And little fence. Put another one in. That. Nice if there's a little sign on there saying like pine woods or something. This person really wants to live near pine wood areas, so we'll put them there. These others there and there. There's now more need for shoes, for clothing, which we'll do that. And then we'll say okay for the pine quest. Pine trees aren't they just the loveliest? So much more forestry, deliciously so. 100 generic units of currency. We're so close to the next level. Shoemaker then. Can the shoemaker fit in here? No, but can it fit in here? It really feels like it should be able to fit in there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to massage that a little bit. Like this. Bit of landscaping. Actually, not landscaping. There are maybe a bit more. There are landscaping tools in the game. Is it that one? I think. Yeah, landscaping. Is that landscaping? Paint ground. Okay, maybe not landscaping, but you can alter things. Right. That feels like it's alright. In fact, we can probably do that because this is not being used. Right, shoe shop. There. I don't know if it reaches all the way to here. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and put in some housing in the middle here. Too expensive. Money is a bit problematic at this stage. There we go. And why are loads of people not happy about shoes? Oh, probably because there's no warehouse. I'm probably going to have to build another warehouse as well, aren't I? But I don't know where I'm going to build it. Where would it be? Under special, small warehouse. It's not going to fit in there either, is it? No. Nor in there, nor on the back. Ideally that would have gone there. I'll place it on this corner, just because we'll be building probably more food stuff over here anyway. There's another house, and more shoes. And we can now level up. All research points are at your limit. I'm going to go with... oh, there's a bigger warehouse. I probably should have got that. Shall I get the fountain and put it in the middle? Or second floor? We're so close to the fountain. It would be lovely to have a fountain in the middle of that. Let's see. Let's see about that. Money-wise, I can fit in another house. And with this one, I'd probably make this as like a nice little sort of fishing area, if there's such a thing. It would not surprise me. So, that person, no available houses, that's not true. They can go there. Right, fountain. So, how big is it? Is it a special thing? It is. 500. Oh, it's massive. Right, fair enough. That's not going there then. Right. Okay, so that's like a special building, is it? Yes. Provides up to 50 decoration points to nearby buildings, depending on the distance, 0 times placed in the city. So that was a bit of a pointless one. Let's level up to Hamlet. This will give us a bit more money and obviously give us some options as well. But we're coming close to the end of the video, I think. It's already long enough and I think fairly representative of what you're going to be doing in the game, which is freeform building. And the station gets bigger. There's all this front area here, which has not got anything there, but we can put shops there, we can put whatever we can fit. So, city upgraded to stage 3, leisure, new need unlocked, and research menu number 3. There is a letter, we'll have a quick read. From Lubin. Yesterday I sat down on a bench and got a splinter in my leg. It hurt really bad. Madeline. Perhaps our town is growing so much, some of the old wood benches are wearing down with use. even make our children cry. I'm not crying, you're crying. It would be a good idea to replace 5 wood benches with steel benches. Okay, I've got a bit of a hunch on this one. I think when it says replace, I reckon we can just place. So what I'm going to do is strategically place benches around here, as if this is like an outdoor waiting area for the station. There you go. I haven't got anything around here, but some flowers would be nice. But that one's done. So steel benches done. Another 100. Okay, what are we on at the moment? 430. But you can do, like I say, multi-storey houses. So I can say, well, I'm going to wait for another person to come along. Actually, no, I'll build one more house. It feels like if that was a bit further in, I'd be able to fit it, but no, I'll place it, like say, here. And with our research points, what have we got in the next level? Oh, I didn't unlock second story. Okay, I won't. I'll wait until I've got second story before we end the video, because I think that's quite a bit of a game changer, actually. Let's max that speed out. You can change the name of this city, by the way. Haven't done so. So we got someone coming along, or at least the train, and there's someone who wants to live near woodland. Ah, right. Well, that just is an easy fix, isn't it? If I just place that at the end, surely they'll like this. There's loads of trees. Not as many as they'd like, to be fair. This person wants to be near the plaza category. Okay, would that be, say, here? Maybe? It's around all of these. These guys won't need to be flowers. Oh god, it's all going off now. So there's the plaza category. Flowers, I'll say no. Yes, we'll dismiss that person. And then this person wants somewhere, I'll just say there. And how we're doing for research points, we're doing fine. So this is where we go for second floor housing. So I'll go and close all that one off, and I'll wait for the next person to come along and see what they want, and then we'll basically we'll what's the Simpsons quote? When you come home tonight, there's going to be another story in your house. From was it Hank Scorpio? Told you I'd have topical references. Oh, look at that! The benches are even being used. It's good to know that it's not just a aesthetic thing. Actually, it serves a mechanical purpose. So this person just wants a house somewhere. They are not too bothered where it is. So, you know what? End terrace here. Let's go with bigger. And then there you go. So your family added. Obviously, people are going to be a bit upset because it's, higher population density and that sort of thing. But it is what it is. Research menu. New equipment, optician, shoemaker. I mean, it feels like the butcher is probably the way to go. Low range, average production capacity. 150 for that. Yes. So, I mean, I don't know how long that person's unhappy. Why? House needs... Oh, there's no decoration. Obviously, I've not decorated anything around here. So I'll do that. That makes sense. I understand. So let's get a bit of decoration in. We'll put in some maybe wooden fencing. And we'll put in a big archway. Like that. Seems almost pointless to have a fence in, but, it should look alright once we're done. Like that. Then you've got like potted plants. Okay, that's on randomize. Place this one here. Like so. I'm gonna go with these potted ones. Maybe on the side of the house. Don't know if you're gonna deal with that, but it's not my problem. Just above there. And is that person a lot more happier? It's trending upwards. It is trending a bit better, but they're needing... Is it clothing there? I think they're not in range of that. Oh, they are in range of that, so I don't know why. House near water. Ah, perfect. So what I can do is, I'll say... Additional story, plus 20. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. There we go. Yeah, so there are needs that I do need to look at. I'm going to go with the butcher. And the butcher will go... Oh, it's a big building, isn't it? Right. It will fit right in the middle, though, so I'll put that in there. This person just wants a house. So, again, I'm going to go with bigger house and put them in there. So, you might, decide that you want to build tall and build, multiple stories of house. Maybe max the stories out first and then go wide. Or do the other way around. Just expand all over this map. And then go the other way. Obviously, that is all entirely possible. And there we go. That's hopefully going to increase the happiness. And, hey, that's all good. So, that is a bit of Town to City. Yeah. Like I say, probably about 3-ish hours on it now. Very much enjoying my time with it. I can see, obviously, people being... Not upset, that's the right word, but not liking the fact that you have to put in all of these little micro-management bits to decorate the town. But I guess that's the whole point of the game, so, we can't really knock it too much for being what it is. I personally am not getting bored with that part of it. I can see me just going, though eventually just click. I mean, I've already been doing a bit in this video, to be fair, and just saying, yeah, that'll do. But the game is like, it sort of allows you to do that because, it just looks nice anyway, regardless. Building with leisure facilities. Oh yeah, I don't have any of those yet. Yeah, it just allows you to do that, and you seem to get away with it. Is what I'm trying to put across. Is there things on the back? No, there's not. So you can't. It's difficult sometimes to place some of these decorations on the work buildings for some reason. There you go. There's that in. Got another person coming in from the station. Let's double check this. Leisure facility is what we need. Somewhere with lighting. Well, I know where there's a lot of lighting around here, and I'm purposely going to start to increase some of the size of the houses. Let's say that one, and I think they'll love that. Plus 20, of course, they will. There's no empty houses around here. I'm just going to say that one. It is expensive to level them up, 250, whereas it's 100 to get the house. But have I got multiple houses? No, I haven't. I've only just got the one house. 4 research points. So optician, park decorations. But there you go. You got bistro, puppet theatre. Let's have a look at bistro. And where could that go? Oh, would it fit there? I thought it was going to sit there quite nicely. No. Can I paint that out? Can I paint green grass? Stone? No. I can paint the grass, but I can't change the actual area of it, which is a bit of a shame. It's going to have to be around here, isn't it? How much? 590. That's expensive. Okay. Let's speed that up a little bit. We've got some more people coming in. Go here, and then the butcher maxed out. And what was the other one? It was tastier meats. Butchers provide 5% extra happiness to its customers, increased your desirability by 5. So yeah, we're a village. We need to get to the next level. Is the maximum residence is 1,000. It says. Okay, we need to get to 180 in order to get that. Okay. Let's get the bistro in before we finish off. So bistro goes there, which is probably roughly the centre of town. I stress roughly. This is someone wanting to be around clothing. Let's say lots of people working at the bistro. Oh yes, and the happiness is going to fly up. At the moment it says leisure, not so much. But I think the bistro decoration is the bistro to do with I think it's to do with, that says food. Oh no, it's not. It is just food and desirability, whereas you want puppet theatres, street organs, and yeah, ball throw, things like that. I don't mean, throwing the ball for the dog or anything, but yes. So this person wants to be around clothing, and our clothing store is there. So if I was to upgrade that, plus it's only +5, it'll be fine. This other person, you can go there. But I think we are going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of town to city. As you can see, I think what we've created is quite nice. Yeah, it's a bustling little place, quite quaint. Still obviously got a lot of areas for improvement, but taking the time to put in the decoration does really add to it, and the game does reward you for it because they don't just walk past it. It doesn't have any mechanical effect. Which is a bit of a double-edged sword. Some people might not like that. They might just want to place what they want for creativity. Others might say they've been forced into placing these things down because of the game. But it is what it is. I've not found it as yet to be a big issue. But I know there's still loads of bits down here I haven't done, decoration and such. We've got this sort of cul-de-sac that needs added in. There's more stuff in the middle. There's loads of stuff to unlock. I have no idea exactly how far the game goes just yet. This is the first early access release. But, as always, comments in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Tips, comments, suggestions. And if you want to see more, let me know. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.